2024 Academy Award nominee Sterling K. Brown stars in Waves. This is currently on Netflix, doesn't have audio description. Sterling does not have a massive film resume to choose from. He's got a lot of voiceover work, a lot of TV work, a couple films, and trying to find something with audio description. I'm hoping to see American Fiction again here before the award season is up, as I really loved that movie and just didn't get around to it for this viewing. So we're going to talk about the lack of accessibility in Waves and how that affects you, because this film has an 80 Metacritic score, 7.5 on IMDb. So most people consider this to be a pretty good film. Sadly, this film is totally unwatchable. It's an A24 film that has now, A24 is their exclusivity rights, I think, with Showtime are up, and now their stuff is going everywhere, all over the place. Just crazy. X is on Netflix now. Everything's gone mad. This feels like the kind of film that A24 would make or pick up. So it has a lot of sustained scenes with no dialogue, and obviously just the camera is capturing something. You're not really sure what, because I'm blind. I got nothing there. There's a lot of music in it, so the music was cool to listen to. It's very like dance, EDM heavy type music, with good beats. So if you want to throw on a movie that basically functions as like a nice soundtrack for your life, then I guess Waves. It's oddly a tragic story, based around a loss in a family. I don't want to spoil anything more than that. You kind of get the feeling at the beginning as you're being introduced to various members of the family. Something's not gonna end well. We have an athlete in the family who is finding out that injury that he sustained in high school may be an injury he has to deal with for the rest of his life, which is a tall order to hear when you're in high school. And he's thinking about, well, I was planning on going to college on an athletic scholarship. And we see this story told so many times where you got a kid who has no future except for athletics, the sport of his choice, whatever, or her choice. And they feel like, well, once that's over, who am I? What am I? Am I anything? And trying to figure out who that is. Or do you want to figure out who that is? And Waves is a little bit about that, for this kid, Tyler, played by Kelvin Harrison Jr., who I believe just was in Chevalier this year. Pretty certain that's Chevalier. Film also stars, in addition to Calvin and Sterling, who plays the father of the family, we've got Taylor Russell, we've got Renee Elise Goldsberry, Skylar Sisters, Angelica Work, and Clifton Collins. Subscribe, because I have no idea what I'm doing. Clifton Collins Jr. is in this too. A very underrated actor who arguably has been chasing an Oscar nomination for a while now. So it keeps falling short because people keep forgetting he exists. It's really basically it's it. He's been doing this longer than Sterling, and he could use an Oscar nomination at some point. I'm just saying. Yeah, so it's a solid primary cast. I just didn't get much out of it because it never has time to build any emotional anchoring for blind audiences, because you spend so much time just sort of in these scenes with nothing. that when you come in with a scene with something, there's a scene with Sterling K. Brown and his daughter that's I would say past the halfway point of the film, and they're talking about sort of this a little bit of the tragedy that's hit them as a family, and Sterling is acting his face off. And in that moment, like if I take that as an Oscar clip, it looks really impressive, but I still feel emotionally disconnected from it because I've had so many scenes in the movie that mean nothing because there's no audio description and I have no idea what's going on. So, yeah, sadly, this is not an accessible film. I'd love to talk about Sterling's work and everything else, but to be honest, a lot of Sterling's best work is in TV. He was phenomenal on This Is Us. That's true. Um, I already have a review up for Black Panther, so I didn't want to, which was already a second look because it was already not at that point. It was already beyond the. What am I just going to keep doing? Reviewing Black Panther? Well, this is the eighth second look I'm taking at Black Panther because somebody was nominated from it. No, I got that up in time for Wakanda Forever. So, yeah, this is just that. This is just us. It doesn't make any sense, but I had to say when I was saying this is something, but this is definitely unwatchable. Um, but Sterling is an amazing actor, and hopefully this will lead to more and better film roles for him. There was nothing that was accessible. Hotel Artemis I couldn't find with audio description anywhere. The Predator just felt like if I'm going to talk about anything, I should talk about the film that feels like consequential in his in his resume of films, which was Waves, which just dropped on Netflix this month, and they're pushing quite heavily in their new releases section. It's up in the, like, for me, it's up towards the front of the list. I didn't even have to search for it. It's just right there. It's like move over 3 tiles and Waves. So yeah, it was pretty easy to find Waves. So yeah, that's it. Final grade unwatchable. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And I will continue to. I still have 5 more acting nominees to get through, and then I want to tackle as many of the directing nominees as I can. I have no idea what I'm going to do with Justin Trier. Just being totally honest. Because I'm not watching Anatomy of a Fall through time. So I don't. We may just not cross that path when we get to Justin Trier. I'm sorry. Anyway, that's it. MacTheMovieGuy.com. Follow me on X, Twitter, Instagram at MacTheMovieGuy. Audio Description Project, adp.acb.org. It'll let you know what is audio description, where you can watch it. And the adna.org. That's the adna.org. It'll let you know who's narrating your favorite films and television series. I will watch something else and see you guys on the other side.